Imagine being so obsessed with becoming a professional athlete that you gamble your rent money against the best player in the league, lose everything, get evicted, and then wake up the next day as the internet's newest superstar. That's exactly what happened to Will Harris, a teenage goat who went from a diner worker to the player who would change the fate of Vineland's Thorns forever. In the world of anthropomorphic animals, a young goat named Will Harris grows up dreaming of becoming a legendary Roarball player. On his 6th birthday, he watches his idol, the famous Black Panther Jett Fillmore of Vineland's Thorns, and promises himself that one day he'll stand on the same court as her. Fast forward 10 years, and reality is far from that dream. The Thorns haven't won a single game all season, and Jett is desperately pushing the team's owner, Flo Everson, to find a 6th player who can finally complete the roster. Meanwhile, 16-year-old Will is working at a diner, practicing Roarball whenever he can, and struggling to pay rent because strict landlord Frank the Gerbil. Hoping for a breakthrough, Will sells his prized sneakers and uses the money to challenge main attraction, the star horse player of the Lava Coast Magma. For a moment, it looks like Will might actually win, but the game slips away from him. He loses the bet, gets evicted from his apartment, and is forced to move in with his friends Daryl and Hannah. Then everything changes overnight. A video of Will crossing up Maine and breaking his ankle spreads across the internet, turning him into a viral sensation. The attention reaches Flo, who immediately signs Will to the Thorns. Jett is furious when she hears the news. During the press conference, she openly mocks the rookie, making it clear she doesn't believe he belongs on her team. Coach Dennis Cooper introduces Will to the rest of the roster: Archie, Lenny, Moto, and Olivia. At first, Will spends most of his time on the bench, but when Jett gets hit with a technical foul and is forced to sit out, Will finally gets his chance. He steps onto the court and scores the winning point, giving the Thorns their first victory of the season and earning the respect of his teammates. The tension between Will and Jett doesn't disappear immediately. During a promotional shoot, Jett becomes frustrated because she feels the spotlight is being taken away from her. She storms off, but Will follows her and brings her to the diner where he used to work. There, Jett sees how much the city still loves and supports her. Will opens up about his late mother, Louise, who always dreamed of seeing him play Roarball. The diner owner, Carol, reminds Jett that Vineland is counting on her to bring home the claw. That night, Jett goes on a live stream with Maine and publicly defends her team and Coach Dennis. From that moment on, the Thorns begin to click. They start winning, build momentum, and eventually fight their way into the playoffs. But just before the semifinals, disaster strikes. At a party, Flo secretly tells Jett that she has already sold the Thorns to Sunken City for profit. The team will be dismantled, everyone will be cut, and Jett may never get another chance to win the claw. Will overhears the conversation, but Jett begs him to stay quiet. When the semifinal begins, the team plays terribly. In the final quarter, Will can no longer keep the secret and tells everyone what Flo has done. The revelation shocks the team. Instead of bringing them together, Jett's fear takes over. She starts hogging the ball and trying to carry the game by herself. Although the Thorns manage to win, the team walks away angry and divided because of her selfishness. Before the championship game, Jett finally breaks down. She apologizes to Will and admits that she's terrified of losing her legacy. With Will's encouragement, they reunite the team and prepare for one final battle against the Magma in Lava Coast. The championship becomes the toughest game of their lives. Maine plays aggressively and injures Jett's leg so badly that it could end her career. She leaves the court on crutches, but when she returns, the crowd rises to applaud her courage. She sits on the bench and watches her teammates continue the fight. In the final quarter, Archie gets ejected while defending Will from Maine. Seeing the team running out of options, Jett makes one last decision. She steps back onto the court. Coach Dennis draws up a new play. Jett attracts the entire Magma defense, then passes the ball to Will. With the championship on the line, the rookie takes the shot and scores the game winner. The Thorns become champions, and Vineland finally wins the claw. As everyone celebrates, Maine's famous hair is accidentally burned away while Flo is hilariously chased off the field by Archie's twin daughters, Addie and Ari. Back in Vineland, the city celebrates its heroes. In the biggest surprise of all, Moto reveals that he somehow won ownership of the Thorns during a game of Uno, allowing the team to stay together. The season that began with defeat, betrayal, and broken dreams ends with friendship, teamwork, and a championship that Vineland will never forget.